Good evening, and welcome to the final meeting of the calendar year 2022 for the City Council. It is Thursday, December the 15th, 6 p.m., and welcome. At this time, I would like for please stand for the invocation, and Miss Rita Richardson will provide the invocation. Thank you.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, as we near the conclusion of 2022, we thank you for blessing our community in many ways. We are thankful for those who have served this city in various capacities this year: our mayor, city council members, city clerk, city attorney, department heads, and others who work at various levels for our city. Lord, bless them for their hard work and sacrifice. Give them discerning hearts to make good decisions for the citizens of Russellville. Lord, give the city council members wisdom, strength, and courage tonight as they consider items on tonight's agenda. May all who come before the council be treated with dignity and respect. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. At this time, I will ask the city clerk, Ms. Skelton, to do roll call.
Ms. Caruth.
Present.
Mr. Harris. Mr. Tripp. Mr. Olson. Here. Mr. Harrell.
Here.
Mr. Westcott.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Gray. Here. Mr. Keller.
Here.
Mayor Harris.
Here.
Mr. Smith.
Aye.
And myself. You have a quorum.
Thank you. Council, you have before you the minutes from the meeting on November the 17th and November the, what's this, the other one? Yeah, no, yeah, but you have the date. Okay, and 22nd, November 17th and 22nd. What is the desire of the council?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion and have a second? Have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Financial report, Ms. Johnson.
Finance report for the City of Russellville. General fund revenues for November were $1,425,164, which was 5% above budget. Tax receipts were $1,068,525, and franchise fees and permits were $45,785. There was an extraordinary item. The general fund received $5,744,960, which was the ARPA fund reimbursement of the general fund for uniform personnel salaries. This was passed by Resolution 2090, dated 11/20/22. Tax revenue comparison. Year-to-date in 2021, the city sales tax were $4,712,477. For the same time period this year, we've received $5,133,939, which is an increase of 9% over prior year. At the county level, in 2021, we received $5,512,750 compared to 2022 of $5,931,720. The county in the current year is 8% above the prior year. When you look at the city and county analysis compared to budget, the city is above budget by 3.7% and county is above budget by 3.5%. November expenditures for the general fund were $1,241,066. Personnel-related expenditures were $908,936. Utilities and other were $332,130. This was 7.8% below budget. $2,514,670 more received than expended. Street fund revenues for November were $1,266,151. This was comprised of new sales tax of $676,497, State turnback and ad valorem tax ballooned up a little bit to $406,963. This was due to the property tax deadline of October 15th. We got the revenue from that this month. Half-cent road sales tax was $71,399. Interest was $108,791. And there were street cutting permits of $2,500. Street operating revenue is 16% above year-to-date projections. Street fund expenditures for November operations were $195,930, which was comprised of personnel-related expenses of $129,127, and utilities and other, which was $66,803. We spent $755 in street capital for some equipment parts, and in the half-cent sales tax, we spent $106,334 for schoolhouse trail and traffic signal improvements. For sales tax spending, we spent $609,115 for the downtown streetscape design and dig general conditions charges, East 22nd Street drainage project, sidewalk maintenance, pavement preservation, West Main Place sidewalks, and drainage maintenance. November revenues for economic development was $112,507, which was made up of new sales tax of $96,642 and interest of $15,865. There was no spending out of those funds this month. The balance of the various economic development funds as of November 30th, the 2003 fund was $1,574,897.60. The 2007 fund was $1,039,145.83. The 2014 fund was $261,095.52, and the 2021 fund was $1,778,974.92. The total of all that is $4,654,113.87. For capital assets, November revenue was just the interest on the account balance. It's $2,186. November expenditures were $36,680. We spent $24,911 for a new vehicle for animal control and $11,769 for the inflatable obstacle course for the aquatic center. 2021 1-cent sales tax received since the beginning of the tax for street was $13,430,247. We spent $3,037,601, leaves a balance of $10,392,646. RFD, RPD capital, we received $1,919,042. We spent $292,559, so that has a balance of $1,626,483. For parks, we've received $2,549,165. We spent $470,466 with a balance of $2,078,699. For economic development infrastructure, we received $1,923,446, spent $144,471, with the balance now is of $1,778,975. Any questions?
Any questions? Thank you, Ms. Johnson. So moving on to the mayor's report. You have before you items 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is a consideration of Adam Anderson for the nomination for City Corps Board member, Larry Smith, with the reappointment of Larry Smith to the Planning Commission, reappointment of Justin Cawthorn to the Planning Commission, and then consideration of appointment of Seth Lake to the Airport Commission to fill the vacancy of Paul Horny's position. What is the desire of the council?
Motion to approve items 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I have a motion, second.
Second.
I have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Every year at this time, we like to recognize individuals who contributed to our city and those employees who've shown exemplary service throughout the year. And at this time, I would like to make a presentation relating to the Employee of the Year for the year 2022. The City of Russellville's 2022 Employee of the Year started her career here in 1999 and excelled in her role from the beginning. She is responsible for the smooth operation of the department she works in, which involves in-depth communication with the public and completing tasks in fast-paced, high-stress environment. She has tremendous leadership skills and brings out the best in every member on her team. No matter how much work she is given, how many details and revisions she must handle, she never complains. She completes every task timely and correctly and efficiently, making sure every detail is perfect. Her upbeat personality and her kindness and patience with everyone she interacts with has earned her the respect of her peers, her co-workers, and the public. Simply put, she makes the city attorney's office a better place with her consistent, overall positive attitude, her supportive interaction with her co-workers and the public, and her efficient, excellent daily work. I am proud to present the City of Russellville's 2022 Employee of the Year to Teresa Sayer.
Better get her some tissues. She's crying.
Tracy, will you come forward? Mr. Smith, I'm going to let you be a part of this presentation.
Well deserved.
Nice. Nice. Very nice.
You said she gets tomorrow off. Is that what I heard? Is that what I heard?
You certainly may. Well, see, if you want to speak up, step up to the mic, Tracy, and you,
Was that if she gets
and you
tomorrow
certainly can address the audience.
Well, I don't know if I can talk without crying. It makes you a little teary after this many years. But I'm really thankful. I thank God for sending me to this job, and it's a privilege to do it. I enjoy what I do, and I like the people I work with, and I love helping the people any way that I can. And this means a whole lot. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. That was fun. Okay, now get back to the not so fun stuff. Okay, and to close out the mayor's report, I would like to offer the council members who are going off the council an opportunity, if they would like, to say any final words to the citizens of Russellville. Mr. Harrell, would you have any words that you'd like to express?
I get to go first?
Yes, sir. 3 minutes.
I better save my breath. I would want to say your timing, thank you. I'd like to say it's been a very humbling experience to work with the people of Russellville. The department heads have been so kind to me. When I've called, most of the time they answer. You know, and I haven't been picked up by the city police, and so I appreciate Chief Ewing and making that happen. But you know, when I ran, it was a great experience to run and be elected again, and I appreciate the service that the city council has provided for the city of Russellville. I'm glad to have been a small part of that, and I wish well for the new council, the new mayor. I don't envy you, but I didn't envy you, Richard. So best to you, God's blessing on you and the new council in the new year. Thank you.
Ms. Crew?
I
didn't get on this council the way most people do. My husband was elected to this council, and he passed away. And then I was asked to take his place. And I thought, are you crazy? No, I can't. But I finally got talked into it, and I started on it for 2 years. And then I thought, okay, I got some things started, I think I should stick around a little bit. So everybody said, run again, okay. That was the first time I ever ran, and then won it. And then they forgot to tell me they'd changed the rules, and my tour was for 4 years. So now, 6 years later, it's been quite a ride. I've really enjoyed it. Sometimes I really haven't. It just depends on what's going on. But I appreciate it. I've had a good time. And now it's my time to go travel a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for that. Okay, no departmental reports tonight. Thank goodness. Personnel Committee, Mr. Harrell.
No report tonight.
Thank goodness. Finance Committee, Mr. Westcott.
No report tonight. Thank you, Mayor. From our normal finance meeting last week, item number 1 is consideration of a resolution that would authorize the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with Main Street Russellville to manage and coordinate activities with the revitalization program and maintain and operate the depot for the year 2023 in the amount of $45,000. We present item number 1 as a motion to adopt.
I have a motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 2 is consideration of a resolution that would authorize the mayor and city clerk treasurer to sign a memorandum of understanding between the city of Russellville and Pope County Partners LLC concerning construction associated with the drainage and pedestrian access easements connecting the loft apartments with Arkansas Tech. And we present item number 2 as a motion to adopt.
Thank you for that motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 3 is consideration of a resolution that would authorize the acquisition by eminent domain of a 10-foot wide temporary construction easement across part of Lot 53 Ashbrook Estates Phase 2 to complete the construction of a 6-foot sidewalk, curb and gutter from Fairway Boulevard to Ashley Drive. And we present item number 3 as a motion to adopt.
Thank you for that motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Items number 4, 5, and 6 are consideration of resolutions to provide for the adoption of some special funds budgets. Number 5, specific to the EMS Service Fund, Fire Contingency, what have you, and number 6 is for the capital budget, half-cent road tax, and what have you. We present items number 4, 5, and 6 as a motion to adopt.
I have a motion on 4, 5, and 6. Any discussion on any of those items? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Items number 7 and 8. Number 7 is consideration of a resolution that would authorize the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with the Arkansas Valley Alliance for Economic Development for the year 2023. And number 8 is a very similar resolution that would enter into a contract to provide economic workforce development. And we present items number 7 and 8 as a motion to adopt.
I have a motion on items 7 and 8. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Number 9 is an appropriation request from the City General Fund Reserve, the sum of $110,500, and this is a pass-through to increase the airport avgas and jet fuel revenue and expense budget. And we present item number 9 as a motion to adopt.
Thank you for that motion. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 10 is consideration of a resolution that would authorize the mayor and city clerk treasurer to sign a memorandum of understanding between the city of Russellville and Friends of the Lattimore Tourist Home, repair and restoration of that home. And we present item number 10 as a motion to adopt.
I have a motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 11 is consideration of an ordinance that would amend ordinance number 2195, which established rates and fees for services furnished by the water system of the city of Russellville. This has been forwarded to the full council with a recommendation that we, in fact, I do this, move that we read one time only by title with a short explanation.
Okay, motion, one time only with a short explanation. Discussion?
Should we put that together with item 12?
Well, for the sake of the easiness of his reading, that's why I was doing it separate.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance amending ordinance number 2195, which established rates and fees for services furnished by the water system of the city of Russellville, Arkansas, and for other purposes. This ordinance, if passed, would reflect the 2% increase to reflect the previously approved agreement between the city of Russellville and Dover for the purchase or acquisition of some of their water system inside and outside the city that was south of Round Rock Road. And this is a reflection and to make those adjustments for that 2%.
Okay. Motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt, second.
Second.
Have a second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Mayor, in order to codify the recent agreement provisions for the purchase of the part of the city of Dover's water system into the city of Russellville's water system, I move that we enact the emergency clause.
Have a motion for emergency clause. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Number 12 is consideration of an ordinance that would amend ordinance number 2194, which established rates and fees for services furnished by the wastewater system of the city of Russellville. This was forwarded to the full council with a recommendation, and I so move that we dispense with the reading requirement, read one time by title with a short explanation.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance amending ordinance number 2194, which established rates and fees for services furnished by the wastewater system of the city of Russellville, Arkansas, and for the purposes. These two provisions of 75% flat rate fees for inside rates as section 3.1.a, and also the 2% increase to reflect the prior approved acquisition of part of the city of Dover's water and sewer system, both inside and outside the city limits, south of Round Rock Road.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Motion to adopt?
A motion to adopt. Do I have a second? Second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Mayor, in order to incorporate the agreement provisions of the purchase of part of the city of Dover system into the city of Russellville's wastewater system, and to clarify the proper rates of wholesale water for the city of Russellville's wastewater service, I move to enact the emergency clause.
Do I have a second to that motion?
Second.
I have a second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, from our meeting this evening, number 1 is consideration of a resolution that would accept a bid from After Hours Lawn Care for the lawn care and maintenance at the Russellville Oakland Cemetery for the next year. And we present item number 1 as a motion to adopt.
I have a motion. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
If you'll permit me, I'm going to move to 3, 4, and 5 real quick and come back to number 2 at the latter. Number 3 and 4. Number 3 is consideration for reimbursement for the fourth quarter expenses for the Alliance for Economic Development in the amount of $24,841.58. Number 4 is consideration for reimbursement for the fourth quarter expenses for the workforce development portion of that in the amount of $22,062.04, and we present items number 3 and 4 as a motion to adopt.
Have the motion, any discussion?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I'm going to ask the question, this last expenditure or last request was 24,000, which is above what had been prior. Is there a reason for the difference, and is it still within the guidelines of the appropriation that we made to them?
Ms. Johnson?
The total that we allocated then was 90,000, and that's within the 90,000.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 5 is consideration of a resolution that would accept a bid from Navona Construction LLC to provide the service of structure removal for the city. And we present item number 5 as a motion to adopt.
Have a motion, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Back up to item number 2, consideration of a resolution that would approve the guaranteed maximum price for the lighting, landscaping, concrete, duct, and paving for the downtown streetscape project. This was forwarded to the full council by the Finance Committee with no recommendation, and that is the way I present it to you.
Do I have a motion by the council to approve? Motion to approve. I have a motion
Second.
from Mr. Gray to approve. Do I have a second? Second from Mr. Olson. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Olson?
Yes.
Mr. Gray? Yes. Ms. Caruth? No. Mr. Harrell?
Yes.
Mr. Westcott?
No.
Mr. Keller?
Yes.
4 yeses, 2 noes.
The mayor passed a vote in the affirmative. Resolution passes.
Okay. Mayor, that's the last on our agenda. I yield the floor back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Westcott. So moving on, excuse me, through the agenda, we will discuss unfinished old business item number 1, which is a consideration of an ordinance vacating and abandoning a 60-foot unopened right-of-way, South Houston Place, between Block 11 and Block 16. This is the third and final reading. Desire of the council.
Mayor, I move that we suspend the rules, dispense with the reading requirement, read the third and final time by title only with a short explanation.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Harrell? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
An ordinance vacating and abandoning a 60-foot unopened right-of-way, South Houston Place between Block 11 and 16 of the A.E. Luker Addition, City of Russellville, Arkansas, and for other purposes. This ordinance, if passed, would abandon the 60-foot unopened right-of-way, which would be commonly known as South Houston Place, had there been a road there, at the aforementioned 16 and 14 blocks of A.E. Luker Addition, as further shown in the attached legal and aerial with this ordinance.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Is there a motion?
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, consideration of an ordinance vacating and abandoning a portion of West 2nd Street right-of-way adjacent to and south of lots 10 through 12 of the McClure and Bayless edition. This is the third and final reading. What is the desire of the council?
Mayor, I move that we suspend the rules, dispense with the reading requirement, read by title only with a short explanation.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second, Mr. Olson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
An ordinance vacating and abandoning a portion of West Second Street right-of-way adjacent to and south of lots 10 through 12, Block 9, and lots 5 through 9, Block 10, in the Cluner and Bayless addition as depicted in Exhibit A, the Center Phase 3, City of Russellville, Arkansas, and for other purposes. This ordinance, if passed, would vacate the aforementioned right-of-way in the aforementioned places in the Center Phase 3, as further shown in the attachment with this resolution, subject to the following conditions contained in Section 3.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Motion to adopt.
I have a motion to adopt. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Gray. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3, consideration of ordinance. If it's okay, I'll go ahead and combine item number 3 and 4. Consideration of ordinance adopting a revised city zoning code by reference for the city of Russellville.
Mayor, I move that we suspend the rules, dispense with the reading requirement, read for the second and final time by title only with a short explanation.
Okay, thank you. Since
Second.
item number 3 is the second of 2, your motion is just for item number 3. Is that correct?
3, yes, and then on item 4, if you're combining them, is that the third? Yeah, third of 3.
Okay, so we have a motion for the second of 2 on item 3 and the third and final on item 4. I have a second.
Second.
I have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance adopting a revised. An ordinance adopting a revised city zoning code by reference to the city of Russellville, Arkansas, and for the purposes this ordinance, if passed, would adopt a revised city zoning code per the requirements for adopting a technical code, which have been made available to the public before this evening, being electronically filed with the city clerk and also online at the city website. The second ordinance is an ordinance adopting a revised land subdivision development code by reference for the city of Russell, Arkansas. For the purposes this ordinance, if passed, would adopt a revised land subdivision development code under provisions of adopting a technical code which has been available to the public, both the city clerk treasurer's office electronically and also through the city website.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Mayor, I move that we enact the emergency clause on both of these.
We got to vote
But you want to
first.
make a
Oh,
motion?
sorry.
We got to vote first.
Mr. Gray, may I ask, since this is an ordinance and I want to make sure that there's no challenge, would you just make the motion on item 3 alone, and then we'll make a different,
Okay.
separate motion on item 4? Thank you. Okay. So you do make a motion on item
Yes,
3?
item 3.
Approve? Okay, to adopt. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Keller. Discussion.
Yes. It was expressed at a few meetings ago, a couple of different times, that we recognize that we are about to pass what it's probably an imperfect document. And we recognize that it's not perfect. We recognize there are things to iron out. There's a lot of years of work been put into this document. But we recognize that it's not perfect. And we have made a commitment to, going forward, make sure that we can do our best to accommodate people along the way as we try to implement this new plan. It was put out to everybody on the council regarding the rules of procedure that we're going to be talking about next month. One of those additions was a report from the Department of Planning and Development about this code, and says that every quarter, as part of the city council agenda meeting, that the city council would hear a report from the Director of Planning and Development regarding this code and any hiccups that it's had with developers and contractors and builders and people, and what solutions the planning department has in mind to offset those hiccups. With that understanding, that I hope that January of next year, we add that as part of our rules of procedures. If we're confident that we'll do that, so that the people have confidence that there is a safety net to this imperfect document that we're about to pass, If we can move forward with that understanding that we will add this to our rules of procedure, then I won't fuss about this tonight.
All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of item 3, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Gray, do you want the emergency clause?
Yes, I move that we enact emergency clause.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Wait, enacting the emergency clause as in it is tonight?
Effective this evening.
Or,
Yes,
okay.
effective tonight.
Oh, no.
So are we
Or at
wanting,
the January 1st. Is
January
that what you
1st,
want?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Correct.
so it is the emergency clause for January 1st, correct?
Correct.
Second.
Have a second. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now we need, for item number 4, do I have a motion to adopt? Motion. Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Enact a motion emergency clause for this to take effect on January 1st, 2023.
Second.
I have a motion second for the emergency clause. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 1 of new business, consideration of a resolution setting a public hearing for the vacation of 15 foot of North Hartford right-of-way along Lot 7, Block 3, J.L. Shin Edition. Can I have a motion may I have a motion to set this public hearing?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, consideration of a resolution setting a public hearing for the vacation of a 10-foot utility easement west and north of Lot 56, Marina Heights, in the city of Russellville. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion. I have a second.
Second.
I have a second. All in favor, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3, consideration of an ordinance adopting a revised city animal control code by reference to the city of Russellville submitted by Mr. Keller.
Mr. Mayor, due to an oversight on my part, and I do apologize, I'm actually going to move to table this item, so I make a motion to table this item.
I have a
I'll
motion to
second
table.
that.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Before we close out tonight, I would like to take just a minute to thank the citizens of Russellville for allowing me to serve as your mayor over the last 4 years. It's been a privilege and an honor, and I've appreciated my city council members and serving with them. I think we've done a lot of good things over the last 4 years. Time will tell how good a job we did, but it has certainly been my pleasure and my honor. I appreciate my department heads and the city employees who work so diligently to serve the citizens and support me as mayor. With that, I'll ask for a motion to,
Motion to adjourn.
I have a motion.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.